Good evening, dudes and dudettes. It's your guy here, Light Liger, as always, and today I'm gonna be reviewing Daedalus wallet, which is a full node Cardano wallet that just released yesterday their 1.0 version of the wallet, which is now available on Windows, Mac, and Linux. And it needs to be said, I am not really the core user base of these full node wallet users in general. Like, that's not my thing. I hate using core wallets in general. While they are a lot more secure than a lot of light wallets, I just find them kind of inconvenient in ways, and that's why I use multi-coin wallets like Exodus and Atomic, which where, by the way, you can store your Cardano as well, and that's where I've been basically keeping them at this moment. And also, it needs to be said that syncing up on Daedalus is not actually that slow compared to a lot of other coins out there. So it took me around 2 hours to basically sync it up from the zero. So that is not that long. Some wallets can take 7 to 8 hours. And even more depending on your computer. And I'm sure that if you have good, computer with good download speed, you can definitely sync it up a lot faster. And in this video, I really want to go into the features of the wallet. And this is still like the very first version, and I do feel that there are certain key features that are kind of missing, but we will talk about those a bit later on. And I definitely still believe in Cardano as a project, so even if I don't like Daedalus as a wallet, it doesn't mean that I don't like Cardano, just so you know. So here's the main interface of the wallet. As you saw in the background, there's no login process basically on the system, so you don't need to log in. That is something that probably some people want to have in case somebody else opens up. Your government comes in, the cops break into your apartment and start opening and stealing your crypto, or maybe your siblings or family members open your computer. So it's nice to have some type of a security. I know there's a password in the system though. Here you can create wallets. You can create actually multiple ones in Daedalus, which is a very nice feature. And all of them will have a seed phrase, which is 12 words. You're able to restore your old ones and also create new ones and even join a shared wallet. So that's a pretty unique feature, I have to say. That doesn't seem to be available right now, though, something that is going to be in future. I guess this means that there's going to be a family-owned wallet, perhaps. That is a very convenient thing to have. But let's go back into the wallet that we just had. So there are 4 tabs, which is the first one is the default one, the summary. And the big first problem here is obviously I have one Cardano, but how much that is exactly in dollars? That is something that I want to know. Whatever, not necessarily in dollars, maybe in Bitcoin, maybe in yen, yuan, euros, whatever. I want to see a fiat pairing or crypto pairing to this price. I don't like wallets that don't tell me how much I'm holding in other currencies. I think that is definitely something that they need to add. You can also add some type of a graph here, which shows the price projections throughout the week, month. I want to have filters there. These are like very important things you need to have in a core wallet because otherwise nobody wants to use your products if there are other services that are just doing it better and they're not even based on Cardano, right? Exodus can give me all of that information that I just talked about, and that's not even specifically based on, or like, it's not a wallet that is focusing on its development on Cardano. And then there's a send tab, which allows you to have wallet address here. There is no address book here right now, which something that they should have. I'm going to be testing out sending half a Cardano like that. It goes into showing the fees, which is very nice, and that shows up the actual amount that it's going to be costing in total. We're going to hit next, and this is where the part of the password comes in. So people are able to see your funds basically by opening the application, but they're not able to send without the password, which is very nice. But I still would like to have that option of knowing that, people are not able to see how much funds I hold, even though they're not able to see it. So that address is part of my privacy. Here's the receive tab. You can create, sorry, you can create more addresses, buy with your password. This is a very full node wallet type of feature that anything pretty much supports, and you can use this basically to filter out payments for your business and your personal account. These are important features to have for any wallet. And here we can see all the transactions. You can filter them a bit. There seems to be very nice actual time ranges here. That is a very nice feature. ADA sent, ADA received, and dates, amounts even. That is very, very good. I did not notice that before. There's a more tab which goes into the settings where we can set the password and the name of the wallet. You can also delete the wallets from here. And then there's the UTXO, and this kind of shows us the histogram. And this is actually also a nice feature that they have. So I like this one. Not a lot of wallets actually have these sort of histograms of how many text IDs have been and yada yada yada. Now let's go into the actual settings bar. So here you can set up the language. Right now there's two only, Japanese and English. Hopefully there's going to be a lot more of them. Numbers format for every country in the world has their kind of own systems. Date format obviously are going to be different. Obviously all the superior races use the 24-hour clock, so I got the right one here. And then there's a themes tab. There is 6 themes right now. Hopefully, by the way, the wallet is open source, so technically I could do my own theme on it if I had any idea. I mean, I could do the theme itself. That would be easy. But importing it to the Daedalus, I would have no idea how to do that. So there's the yellow theme. This one is kind of cool, but kind of bright for me, to be honest. Then we have dark. This is the default theme. Or is it the dark blue? Well, I've already lost that memory. And then we have this sort of a light blue type of a thing. Reminds me a bit of the old forums back in the day in Vision Free. Then we have this, light gray black combo with white. And then there is the super white theme, which I guess this is fine too. It's fine. I'm having 2 screens right now. It looks a lot more brighter on the other screen than it does on the other. But I'm going to be using the dark one. And what else do we have? There's the terms of service. There's support tab also, where you can submit things on things. Even you can there's a full screen toggle. Not necessarily something that I would like to use. There's developer tools here. These are for more expert people. I don't know how to use these. This is not an interface that is that great for me, but at least it gives you a bit of an idea what's going on the background. So that is kind of like transparent. I like that. But as I said, this is a review, and I'm going to be very clear with it. So one of the good things here is that there is, screen fixes and safety tips and feature requests for it. But even if it's a, 1.0 version, a lot of things are missing. We need that price chart here. Also in future, you're able to store tokens here. That's when the Daedalus wallet becomes more of a norm, because it's going to be taking time until all of these other wallets are going to be supporting Cardano tokens. So right now the wallet does, the use case of the wallet becomes a lot more important once you're able to import like DeFi tools and those tokens and interact those through the Daedalus wallet. I don't know how far those are off. As I said, it's an open source. Somebody can do a fork out of it. But right now, I wouldn't recommend it over Exodus or Atomic. Obviously, the Daedalus will give you that extra layer of security through the nodes that it works and all that. And you can read more about the technicalities of it, because I'm not a tech expert. I can't go into explaining you specifically enough why it's a more secure option. But if you're not looking really for security, I would just store them in another wallet right now. But Daedalus is definitely going to be getting more updates in the future, and when it does, I'm probably going to be doing another review. I thought I would be just showcasing people now what does the 1.0 actually hold, what features can we have, and how does it work. And we already did the testings on sending ADA to another address, and it seems to be working fine. It also starts up pretty fast compared to some other full node wallets, so it's around, as I opened it up on a couple of times while I was recording, around 7 seconds. So that is pretty good. So you don't have to wait for a million hours. One thing I would like to have though is I could be able to set out what is going to be the fee to on the network, so I could have like a bit of a slower transaction for less cheaper. But that's pretty much my rundown. Obviously, I would love to do more Cardano content, but you gotta drop those coins, man. You gotta give them tips, dude. And yeah. But you have to come into the market with a bit better, stronger wallet. Obviously, there's the Yoroi wallet, and another one which I can't remember right now. So there are other wallets developed by Cardano developers which you can use as well if you don't want a full node wallet. Thanks for watching. I will see you guys on the next video.